It's prom season, which means one thing and one thing only, hood prom. And I think what a lot of people fail to realize is hood prom and baby mama culture are like this. You can't have one without the other. You can't have...
First of all, white people, stay out of black people business. Let black people hold black people accountable, right? No one of my complexion or anything near my complexion will ever listen to you when it comes to anything that has to do with what black people do. It's not happening.
If it don't make sense, why you say it? If it don't add up, why you play it? If it sounds like lies, I don't save it. I just
break it.
Don't lie. Don't lie to me. I see right through everything you be.
Say less.
It don't add up. Ooh, I break it down. Then
Welcome to another reaction video here on Gladi versus the algorithm. We're back with another one, and I apologize profusely for not posting recently, but I am going through what's called a flare-up right now, so I haven't been too well physically. Happy playoff season. I'm a Knicks fan. Hopefully we do well this year. Speaking of playoff season, usually around the playoffs, we have prom season, right? And I remember being a kid growing up, I remember the prom being something really cool, right? People get dressed and they go out and have fun. But lately, prom have been getting a bit extravagant, to say the least, right? It looks very expensive. Kids are wearing some really decked out clothing, and it seems to be a big deal when it comes to the prom. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch some content on what people think about hood prom season, okay? So we're going over an Anton Daniels video. Anton Daniels, I'm not truly a fan of his. Started off as a fan of his because he seemed to have had some of the values that I like as well. But after a while, I realized that he really picks on black people a lot, and he sides with everybody else but black people at times. And I get it. It's how he gets his money. It's how he becomes polarizing. When you're polarizing, you tend to get a lot of attention on social media. So without holding it up any further, let's take a look at the content. I'm already stressed.
It's prom season, which means one thing and one thing only, hood prom. And I think what a lot of people fail to realize is hood prom and baby mama culture are like this. You can't have one without the other. You can't have...
First of all, white people, stay out of black people business. Let black people hold black people accountable, right? No one of my complexion or anything near my complexion will ever listen to you when it comes to anything that has to do with what black people do. It's not happening. Me, I try to be fair when I speak on topics, especially topics that affect people of color. Like, I'm gonna call out the bullshit, obviously. I've been doing it the whole time I've been doing this channel. I'm never gonna punch down on black people, right? I'm gonna punch down maybe on some nigga shit, but black people shit, nah. Well, let's see what she has to say.
Mama culture are like this. You can't have one without the other. You can't have hood prom or the baby shower stuff or the gender reveals or anything like that without baby mama culture. Because the reason why the dresses are so extravagant in the cars, in the show, in the presentation is because this is the closest these girls will ever get to being a bride. In the black community, I'm sorry to say it, actually.
Now that doesn't make any sense. I don't know any 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old girls that are thinking, you know what, I'm gonna have this big, elaborate prom thing going because I don't think I ever will or want to get married. Young black girls aren't thinking that way, right? I get the baby shower thing, right? You get pregnant before you have a wedding, before you're married, and you have this crazy, extravagant baby shower, right? I remember being a kid and seeing baby showers on TV, and it's usually like 5 girls. They get together, they open a couple of gifts, and that'll be about it. You know, no men would be there. We need to go back to that. Men don't need to be at baby showers. We don't need to be there. That needs to be your thing. And I don't think they need to be extravagant either. But to say that prom culture, or hood prom culture, is something that they do just because they know they're not going to be married in their lifetime, that shit doesn't make any sense.
These girls will ever get to being a bride. In the black community, I'm sorry to say it, actually, no, I'm not, because it's the truth, especially in lower income households, there's not as much of an emphasis on family anymore. These kids aren't getting married. They're going to be baby mamas and baby daddies, so they're never going to have a wedding. These girls are never going to walk down the aisle. Some of them probably will, but the majority of them will never be a wife. They will never be a bride, so they'll never have a wedding. That's why the dresses remind you of big, beautiful wedding dresses.
I haven't seen one wedding dress
These
yet.
kids are substituting their wedding with prom.
This prom shit is too much, though.
This is so sad, honestly. And maybe it's just me, you know, because I know that there are people that's going to watch this video and they're going to get mad at me and say, Anton, no, they're just celebrating. We spend more time, more money, more resources on prom, literally in the culture and in the community, on prom than we do on graduations, than we do on celebrating people getting married. We spend it on proms and baby showers, not weddings and not graduations. And I'm talking about graduating from college. We have to have a higher expectation for yourselves, for the culture, for the people. And I see people going all out. I mean, Maybachs. I seen a lady.
So far, I agree with him. I don't think we should be spending this kind of money on something as trivial as a prom, something as trivial as graduating from high school. I don't think it's this important for people to go in debt using their credit cards to rent these vehicles or skipping some bills or maybe even a month's rent just to make this type of shit happen. I'm not a fan of this at all.
I see people going all out. I mean, Maybachs. I seen a girl have helicopters. They have dancers. They got posters. Some of them I seen coming out of Section 8 housing. And I even seen one lady said that she had to spend or sell off so much of her EBT card over 10 or 11 months
Wow.
for her to get to the point to where she was able to fund the prom. And that's how I know our priorities is messed up. That's how I know that people can do what they really want to do. Instead of them blaming the system, they really taking advantage of the system. And honestly, this is the saddest, in my opinion, part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like, why are we celebrating a high school dance? In most instances where you know a lot of girls are going to lose their virginity, it's going to be a lot of people that wind up getting pregnant, and they're pushing the same narrative over and over and over again. And it's actually getting worse, to be honest with you, because I remember when there was a time when I graduated high school in 2000, and I know there's some people that graduated after me and before me. So let me know inside of the comments if I'm off or if it's accurate, right? But I remember when I graduated from high school, really, and maybe it was just a Detroit thing, you just went and got the best car that you can find from whoever it is that was your relative, or, you know, that was a close friend to the family. And so for me, because I had brothers that were 6 and 7 years older than me, I just went and got my oldest brother's car.
Yeah, that's literally how it was back in the day. I don't remember anything this extravagant at all. I remember a limo here and there, right? But nobody was going out to get Maybachs, Bugattis, all these wild, exotic cars just for that one night. I'll be 47 this year. And I feel like we're getting away from a lot of the things that we need to stick to because we're being distracted by things like this. The prom is so important to the parents, right? To the parents, to the extent where they're willing to spend this kind of money and do something this elaborate. The parents want this. A lot of them are living vicariously through their kids. So they're giving them these big, extravagant proms because they couldn't have it or they didn't have it. Like, I'd be damned if I spend this kind of money on a prom. I'd be damned. There's no way. You get a dress, you get some sort of transportation, that's it. All this elaborate bullshit, no way.
Took it to the car wash, went and got a tuxedo, you know, and she went and got whatever her prom dress was, and we was off to the races, and that was it. If you was really doing it big, they had like a little trip that they did afterwards, which was kind of passed down, and you went to Cedar Point, because Cedar Point was like less than 2 hours away from Detroit. It's in Sandusky, Ohio. And so that was the whole thing, was like, all right, so we're going to take a trip afterwards, and we're going to go to Cedar Point and just have a good time and have some fun as high school students, because it's probably the last time that we ever all really going to see each other again after graduation.
Right.
But graduation was really the ceremony. It was like, yo, you take all of the pictures on graduation. That's where you spend the majority of your time was. And then it got to the point where because I remember when my brothers was in school, when I graduated, it was like, okay, we got to figure out what college you going to. So much so to where I felt like I was peer pressured into starting college directly after high school. And then I was like, nah, I'm not doing this because I didn't want to take out a bunch of student loans, which is a whole nother conversation. But my point was the goal was to make it out the hood. The goal was not to be hood rich. The goal was not to be celebrated. And now you have black people getting mad at white people because white people put in the comments what they feel.
And this is where he and I start to create distance when it comes to agreeing to things, right? He is so quick. He is so quick to run to what white people are doing. Instead of saying that there are a lot of black people that do the right thing, there are a lot of black people that jump in the comments and denounce this crap, right? He goes and say, oh, we get mad when white people, such and such, when white people, like, and this is the bullshit that I don't like with people like him. We can hold our own people accountable. We do it all the time. Now, when white people do it, I get it. I understand. But if it's not affecting you, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Let black people hold other black people accountable. You don't have to bring white people into it. You don't have to. This is why I don't like him, right? And, you know, I got in trouble last time I said I don't like somebody. I said I don't like Myron Gaines. As you can see, even in this video, I'm able to agree with him. I agreed with him all the way to this point, right? Let's see what he has to say about white people.
Have black people getting mad at white people because white people put in the comments what they feel and they say, yo, you know, whatever. Section 8 housing or whatever. I don't know what the jokes are specifically, but it's hilarious sometimes, but at the same time, it's sad as hell because it's like, yo, what are we doing? When I seen a helicopter and people getting in the Maybachs and stuff in the hood specifically, when I seen custom suits, people spending more than what people spend on their weddings, parents actually supporting this nonsense, I said, you know what? The culture is completely dead. You're not going to change people's mentality. You're not going to get them off the Democrat plantation. And then they'll have the nerve to sit there and blame the government or blame the system for going to jail. They'll blame everybody. They'll automatically say, hey, where's the money at? Where's all of the resources or whatever? People find money for the things that are important to them. And in this instance, they find money for prom season. Better yet, it's called hood prom. I don't even know when it became hood prom. Somebody let me know inside of the comments, when did it turn from prom to hood prom?
Yeah, I want to know too.
Because I am really unfamiliar. I was also talking to a friend of mine, and I was talking to a couple panelists, and they was like, yo, this isn't a thing. You know, until we started seeing this stuff across the internet or whatever, this really wasn't a thing. It wasn't parents trying to live their dreams through their kids of what they thought that they should have did and all of this stuff. And you know, it's just that it just seems like it's just going worse and worse. It's getting worse and worse. And we're not doing anything about it. We just going straight into it. It's like kids having kids, and this is what kids do.
Look at my baby. Oh my God.
Showing the watch.
See, my other problem with it is, look how high that split is on that dress. She's also showing cleavage. This is a little girl, right? And one of the things that women are going to say, or some men, the feminists, I don't know who the hell they are, why are you sexing little girls? I'm not sexualizing anything. That's a little girl wearing a dress that a grown woman should be wearing. And if a grown woman is wearing that, that's called scantily clad. If I'm bugging, let me know in the comments. If I'm saying anything wrong, let me know in the comments. Right? I'm willing to have the conversation, but there's no way, shape, or form somebody under 21 should be dressed like that. And even if you are old enough to dress like that, you can't expect any kind of respect from men. Sorry.
Crying, dancing.
You look beautiful.
This is so dumb.
I just realized it's prom season, and that means hood proms. Just saw my first one. This girl had 3 girls dancing in front of her. Whole routine. She walked out of the house. It's the greatest time of the year.
We are not doing that. Okay. We are not doing that. Not on my watch. You got me sitting up in my bed. I was in my bed minding my business, just scrolling, and when I saw the hood prom, so because it's prom season for black culture, it's hood prom.
Yes.
That's what that means.
Yes, it does.
Not on my watch, y'all. Not on my watch. Let's fix that right now. That's not hood prom. Okay, that's black prom culture.
I thought she was going to be like, you know what, this is too much. You know, and this is what he does, right? He gets white people to say what he wants to say, and then he gets black people that are for what he's against to make black people look worse. He wouldn't get somebody like me and post my video up because I'm on his side as far as what it looks like and disagreeing with it. But yet he finds the black people that agree with the bullshit so that he's more polarizing. Can't knock the hustle though. It's smart.
Let's get it correct. Say it with me. Black prom culture.
As she sits here in front of her bonnet.
With a bonnet. And a
Ghetto as
muumuu.
hell, getting easily offended, and then now they want to change the narrative. No, y'all said it was hood prom. And so now you can't change it to be something that is not because you uncomfortable with how other people perceive it.
Not hood prom, okay? Because y'all are watching full productions, okay? Full productions, coordinated entrances, custom gowns, luxury vehicles. We putting on a show because that's what we do, okay? That's what we do, okay?
No, it ain't.
And y'all watch it, okay? That's not hood. That's influence, okay? Okay, put some respect on the name. You said it yourself. You wait for it and watch it every year. You sitting back and waiting for the show.
They sit and wait for it because we're making ourselves easy targets, right? When you make yourself an easy target, you know, people tend to use it as fodder to discredit us as a people. That's what's happening here. That's why they're watching. You know how they say, you know, they're not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. That's what's going on. This is why they watch, right? They watch to make fun of it. You know, just like twerking and stuff like that. Like they watch all of this shit to make fun of it.
You wait for it and watch it every year. You sitting back and waiting for the show.
A lot of people don't know the difference between being laughed at and being laughed with.
And you love it. You love it. You said it yourself. But you still want to label it as a word that's meant to mean less than by calling it hood. You want to downplay it. Oh, this is hood. I seen y'all do this too much in my life. With the nails. The nails was ghetto. Next thing you know, y'all all with the nails and the lips and the ass. No. Y'all not doing this to prom culture, okay? We're not doing that. We're not doing that. So correct this shit right now. It's not hood prom. It's black prom culture, okay? And if you didn't know, now you know. Sick of y'all.
As a white girl, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Please don't cancel me if I'm not allowed to say this. Just like tell me nicely and that's fine. I don't know all the rules, okay? I just want to say.
You know the rules.
It's hood prom season! I love hood prom season. I love it. So I watch that shit on repeat. I save them and I go back and I rewatch them again at the end of the night. I love it. I love how, like, white people don't do that. We don't go all out. We don't have the music. We don't have the setup. We don't have the people showing up, videoing us. We don't have the money that we're We're so boring. We're so boring compared to you. I love it. That's my reality TV. So please keep it. If you have one, if you are in a hood prom, please tag me so I can see it. I want to see it.
And I have no problem with this aspect of it, right? If people outside of the culture are looking at it and they're enjoying it, I'm okay with that. Like they could do that. I just don't like it. I'm allowed not to like it. You know, it's my prerogative. Just like it's her prerogative to actually like it. Now, is she being genuine? I don't know. So what do you guys think about the hood prom? Or it even being called a hood prom? Like, what do you guys think about that? Also, what do you think about what the first young lady said? She said that as a culture, we do these things because we don't ever get married. Well, if you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping me a like. If you want to have a conversation, leave it in the comments. I respond to everything, period, right? And please leave a subscribe and hit that hype button. Thank you guys so much for everything you've done for this channel so far. Peace.
Or you can wake the fuck up. Gladi versus the algorithm.